Good evening everybody and welcome along to round 17 of Inside Line Racing Season 4. Tonight we go to Austin, Texas for the United States Grand Prix. First held in America in 1908 on and off, and the race has been held 48 times as part of the Formula 1 World Championship in 10 different locations. This is ILR1 and as you can probably tell, we're not Ginger Andy or Gaming Alamonda, they're not here tonight. However, we still have two commentators, I am one of them. Jess, and joining me as well, filling in for the ILR1 duo, is ILR2, ILR5 commentator, Owen Wyatt. Hello, Owen.
Hello, and welcome to the viewers. I'm sure you're all very thrilled to get a double dose of me tonight, so yay.
Yeah, double dose of Owen. His voice is probably going to be tired at the end of the ILR2 stream, but we're lucky it'll be gone, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine, and I think the viewers will be delighted to have you. So. Yeah, so as we said, we are in the United States Grand Prix. I think we only got 18 drivers today, and we have got 3 tyres on offer for this evening's race, which is the Ultras, Softs, and I forgot which one's all the Supers. There we go, the Supers, and it is quite a huge track for tyre degradation, I must say. A lot of penalties are given out of this track, so I think they need to be a bit wary.
Yes, I think the S's are a nightmare. I found in ILR3. I mean, I'm not the best driver, but I was getting warnings there like every lap. It was a terrible, terrible sequence of corners, especially on a wearing set of tyres. Yeah,
and tyre temps can go up high very quickly. I saw one person, I think, went from 99 to 100%. No, actually, it was like about 70% to 100% quite quickly tyre wear. So it is quite difficult, but this is the top tier of ILR, obviously, so hopefully these guys know how to manage it well, and there's a few people that like this track and a few people that hate it. It's a kind of a Marmite love-hate situation, so
yeah,
I must say. So quite a few people on a lap at the moment, and we don't see, I think the most people on the Ultras at the moment, as far as I'm aware. There's nobody on the Supers. I did speak to some of the drivers earlier on before we started, and most people were going to do super soft to softs, but they could gamble with ultras to supers as well if they're on a wheel, but it does vary on, like, if you're on a pad or a wheel, obviously, because a pad it is very difficult. So I would say if you're on a pad, probably mostly they'll go on supers to softs maybe, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes really for some of these guys.
I personally think it's an easy supers to softs, because the issue is with the ultras is that they don't last as long as the supers, and they wear way too quickly, so it gets to a point where, like, 3 laps into the race that the supers have already caught up.
Yeah.
And so they can go longer. I don't really see the point of straining the ultras when not going to give you any more grip, and at the end of the stint the supers do just catch up very easily.
The Ultras, I think, from when we were commentating on our other leagues earlier on in the week, when you were racing, I think they started to run out about lap 5 or 6, roughly, I think. What tyres did you start the race on? Because I think you... or can't you remember?
It went so really terribly wrong for me. I started on a set of the softs, and yeah, I may have overheated them on the formation lap a bit. Because, yeah, I sort of destroyed them. So it's probably not best to talk about my race, because I literally crashed like 10 laps in because I'd overheated my softs.
Literally, it's hard whatever tyre you go on, so I think that is why don't bottle it in the formation lap, because otherwise this could happen. Leon's fast at the moment, the 1:31.0. I wonder if we can... I haven't seen other lap times at the moment, but I think quite a few people have invalidated laps already, and it's only like 12 minutes to go. So, and Lambo's just went off the track there, so probably his lap time will be invalidated, or will it not? I'll just find out. Nope. Oh yeah, it is invalidated. it is quite common for that, but yes.
Well, you got to remember, a lot of people are just out for cider laps. They won't really care if they get invalidated or not this early on. As long as they get a lap in,
yeah,
then they should be okay.
They should be fine, obviously. And Cliffy won the race last week, and he's looking to gain another one. He's on the soft right now. He hasn't set a lap time yet. I haven't heard word of what the weather's going to be like, so it's just going to be. We're just going to play it by ear at the moment. I'm just going to see what's on the lap to see if I can follow anyone. I think pretty much everyone's going into the pits right now. So, with 10 minutes to go, so they're probably going to go on their second stint, ready to get their best lap in a second. The first really is just a banker lap, and we're already seeing early favourites of Leon. CC Brain is up there as well, and CJ quite timed pretty close between the top 4, but everyone else is pretty spread out. So should be an interesting qualifying session.
Just on the weather, just the way everyone's looking on their tyres, I would have thought if it was going to rain, they would have been, you know, all on ultras trying to get a really super quick lap in. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it just be a dry race.
Yeah. Because otherwise, a lot of people run the ultras, so, but they're not. Well, only a few people are. So yeah, I think it'll be a dry race. I think. So, which will be, I think it'll be harder on tyre temps. I feel like it's easier wet on tyre temps, but it depends on what assists they run as well. But obviously, this is the top tier. So we got Cliffy and I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Huome or Jume or I'm rubbish at names. But they're on their outlaps at the moment. Lawman's going through sector 2 right now. He's been 1/10 faster than his previous best, so he's looking quite fast already going through a couple of sectors. His ERS is quite low though, so he needs to manage that quite fast, and he's looking for a better result today. I mean, I'll get the standings actually in a minute so I can check, because the championship, as you know, the championship battle was pretty much over for the winnings. Obviously Blizzard won it in, I think it was Russia, but the battle for second is pretty much wide open between Cliffy, Ickelblocks and Leon, so it's gonna be tight to see if they can get a good result out there today. And we'll just have to wait. No, Lawman is going into the pit. Great. I always follow someone that's going on a lap and then they just go into the pit. So yeah, the battle for the second place in the championship is gonna get feisty, I must say.
I think Cliffy had just started a lap, but he's not running any ERS at the moment.
No.
I don't know why I've seen Lenny in the chat. He's telling me they're talking a Scottish accent, and I really.
Oh God.
I'll tell you what.
I've seen that.
Right? I'll tell you what. Right, I'll do it in ILR2 if you really want me to. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring all the viewers over. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good plug. If you want to see her in Scottish accent, tune into ILR2 in 1 hour and 15 minutes. So that gives people. Well, actually, no. You ILR2, you must come. You must come. There's no option.
Must see event.
Yeah, must see event. But anyway, we have.
Unless I forget to, which is quite funny.
Yeah, don't forget, because I think Sid will get a bit, you know.
Yeah.
So it will be like, where are ya? But so obviously our ILR1 champions on the lap as well on the soft. Interestingly enough.
Leon just started one on the ultras. Obviously, he's top at the moment.
Yeah, he
doesn't seem to be wanting to let up, does he? He wants to just go flat out for this.
Yeah, but I think if I was him, he's won the championship. Like, he could afford to do a different strategy and just do the alternate strategy and see what works best. Because even if he has a bad result, he's not going to lose his position. He's got so many points and wins this season, then it's just not going to affect him. So I think that's why he's on the soft at the moment, because any result for him is going to be a good result for him right now. But as I think he's improved on this lap though so far on the soft. So we may see him be faster than the other guys as well. No one going faster in the 130s at the moment, but we could. I won't be surprised if we see someone in the 130s. Ickelblocks is on a lap at the moment as well, I think. But I'm just seeing. What lap time is Blizzard going to set on the softs? Oh, 1:31.4. Not too bad. That's pretty quick.
That's 2 steps slower. That might scare the rest of the field a little bit, but then again, it does show you why he's the champion, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many races he's won. I think he's won 8 races this season. The most in this tier. So, yeah, it just goes to show why he's this caliber. Oh, Leon! first person to go into the 130 is a 130.6. So if he wants to gain P2 in the championship, he's well on his way. But then we just got Gonnen. They're 130.5 in the Ferrari. He's slowing down, obviously. I think he's running out of fuel as well. So I don't think he's going to have time to set another lap. Owen, I don't think. Because he's slowing down and he's going to have time to get to the pits.
But he'll be fine.
Yeah. Should be anyway. As pretty much
crashes, in which case then he won't be okay. But
he won't. I don't think he will.
Slow car there. I think it was June just.
June going to the pits.
Tom abandoned his lap as well, so they're all just still preparing really for the last runs.
They got to get it right really towards the end and make sure they're the last person to cross the line, and they'll probably get the best grit. So I think that's what they're waiting for. But for Lambo, Ickelbox and Cliffy, they need to get a move on if they want to get a lap in, because they probably only have a chance to get 2 laps in, and if one of them gets invalidated, then they'll have one more chance, and that's pretty much a gamble not to take, really. But it's nice to see a lot of people setting laps. Some of them not representatives, but the top 12 are pretty much close by around about 2 seconds. Not as close as I see in ILR2, but it will get closer, I think, as the session goes on, as far as I'm aware.
Yes, probably should be. I'm seeing more laps actually starting now on the Supers, just seeing that happening. I wonder if they're actually going to be the final laps for these people, because they only get 1 set, don't they?
Yeah, they get 1 set for the quality in the race. If they push those tyres too hard, then it's going to compromise them in the formation lap as well. Matt's gone into the pits. I think CJ's running out of fuel and he's on ERS mode 0, so I don't think he's going to set another lap if he has time to go to the pits, of course. How's Francis doing? I think he's on a lap. Yes, he's on a lap at the moment because he on the set of soft tyres, of course. A Williams driver. I think in real life the Williams car they can't test tomorrow apparently, so they are testing on Tuesday. Apparently, it's some of their cars not ready or something, but.
Yeah, stunning start to the season for them.
No, which I feel bad because I like both of the teammates, but if they're not going to do... Oh my god, I'm getting the rev glitch from Francis. No, I don't want that. I'm hardly getting any, but I think it's the first I've seen in a while. But, I think Neo can find a faster lap time at some point, but Cliffy I think has just gone out.
Now.
Yeah.
He's into the last corner now. And yet Tom just said in the chat, everyone is waiting to do their super top run because we have 1 set, and there could be Neo's best time there.
Yep, 4th. The 130 people on the people on the 131s are around about 6 tenths adrift, so that's pretty good. A mixture, but the ultras and supers are not that far apart in terms of lap time, so it doesn't matter really if you start on the ultras and supers. But if they want to stay out longer, maybe go on the supers. But I think Gordon and Leon want to get pole, so yeah, literally everyone's gone to the pits now apart from Neo and Cliffy. I think Cliffy's the only one on another lap. We've got 3 minutes to go, of course, and he doesn't want to slip P2 from the championship. It's one of his best results in ILR history, I believe. 'Cause he hasn't had that good seasons, but he's had a much better season this season. So I want.
He's certainly enjoying himself.
Yeah, because he got a win last week. He had one of my favourite videos from him was in Italy. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was good.
That was just. I don't think the guys ahead. I still don't think they actually realised that Cliffy was that close because they were just fighting out so hard. Cliffy, yeah, really just showing everyone how it's done really with the penalties and everything. That was a stunning drive. I wish we could see more of that. Maybe
tonight.
See him actually challenge for the championship, win tonight for next season as well. A lot of possibilities for him to actually do well, but at the moment he's last, and I don't know if it's a me thing, but every single time I see him he's last in a qualifying session. Is this like a thing he does everywhere? Because I swear every league I've ever commentated on him, he's all, okay, yeah, I'll just qualify last for fun.
Or he's thinking, oh, I'll start last because Owen White is commentating.
It must be a me thing. I must be, yeah.
Maybe.
He does proceed to crash quite early into a race. Leon, last time I saw him race here, he also crashed on lap 1, so apologies to Leon. And, yeah.
Cliffy qualified 3rd last time in Japan, so... So usually the way he starts last, he does quite well. So maybe he wants to gamble that a little bit. But he does get free choice of tyres though, so I think that's probably what he wants. Because he's still on the pit. There's no way he's going to... Oh, he's not actually going out. Well, it's going to be tight if he wants to get a lap in though.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He will be. Lambo's on one.
Every car is out on track at the moment, so this is going to be a thrilling end to the quali session. Just who's going to be... Less sort of who's first, but who's going to be last. You must imagine it'll be Cliffy's last across the line, so we need to keep an eye on that. Yeah. He'll be caught up behind everyone else. Here all out and out laps. And he's got a 3-car group there. He's got Blizzard, Frisky, CJ, and Cliffy all in the same area. Yeah. And they're all just sort of backing each other up. And that's not really the best idea, because when you start your lap, you're going to, say someone is significantly faster than the other one, then they're all just going to get blocked, are they not?
No. So, maybe Cliffy has made a little bit of a mistake, but maybe he hasn't. But knowing him, he just wants to be the last across the line, so that's what he's doing anyway. And just to get their best lap in. And Cliffy going on the ultra soft, I think he's aiming for pole today, and he wants that 2nd place. And I think Lambo and Nickel needs to get a lap in as well. They're on the supers as well. Oh, we got a yellow flag and set to 3. Don't know what happened there, but anyway.
That'll be them all bunching up, I imagine.
Yeah, bunching up for the final 30 seconds of qualifying, I must say, towards the end there.
By the way.
Pardon?
Donan and Leon, they both have huge amounts of space, which is perfect for their final laps. I reckon they've got the right idea here as Neo retires. They've got so much room, so they didn't really need to worry about anything there. So they should have been able to get clean laps in the 2 of them. So it should be a straight fight really between them 2, unless CC3 and CJ, Cliffy, who never does well when I'm here for quality, unless they can all get involved, even Matt as well. But we'll see what Gunnar does. He's looking very good actually to improve the time. He does by a 1/10 of a second, so that's not too bad. Leon through the last corner now as well. Could he get anywhere near it? He's heading to the line now. It's going to be similar. A bit of a slide may have cost him there in the final corner. He did slide quite a bit for that last corner, so that really could have cost him actually.
I wonder, yeah, could he have got pole without that mistake? I think so. So maybe that's, he's probably kicking himself right now. We're seeing quite a few people sliding already, so they must be...
Look at this, there's this massive train on the back straight.
Is that between, I think it's between, oh my word.
Everyone.
And literally
they're all just sort of in space.
Literally everyone in sector 3 right now as Matt's crossing the final corner. Let's see what lap time...
Josh is 3rd. On the supers, that's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
I didn't even notice that.
Is Matt going to get 3rd? No, he's not. He's slowing. Oh, he's run out of... Is he run out of fuel? No, he's not.
Who knows?
I'm just seeing Cliffy. Where is he now? He's on sector 3 right now. So
trying to figure out. Tom's going to be the last person across the line now. I don't see
the one in the
him.
Williams. Yeah.
Well, there's one behind actually. There's possibly CJ, but he's pitting. And they're all
Cliffy P2.
So he got P6. Go on there now.
I think everyone's finished now. Yep, everyone has finished. So Gordon is starting from pole position, and he pretty much controlled qualifying from the start. He did a stunning lap time earlier on, and then he didn't really need to do it because we would have got pole anyway. Holy moly, 2,000s.
On my screen it's 1,000.
Wait, let me just check. Hold on, I haven't got the gaps yet. 1,000th, oh my word. 1/1000
of a second between the top 2 there. That is stunning, that.
That's the closest I've seen in ILR, like, ever. So...
I think it's happened once or twice in ILR too, where I swear it's happened once where they've actually been equal for pole, but I need to look back. I swear it's something like Belgium or somewhere. It was really close like that, but yeah. Either way, brilliant qualifying from them too. How on earth did they manage to get that close to each other?
I really don't know, and even the top 3 are separated quite closely as well. Leon was almost challenging Cliffy there, but it's Gollanen that took pole with Cliffy in 2nd. Leon brings up the rear in 3rd with Blizzard, our champion, in 4th. VSR Josh in 5th, Hamilton in 6th, Matt in 7th, Icklebox in 8th, Neo in 9th, and CT Brain rounds up your top 10. All separate, I think the top 13 separated by second, and Lambo in 11th, Future 12th, Bugatti in 13th, CJ, oh no, the standings just went into Narnia. So
yes. Tom actually in the chat there, he's staying up by all the traffic, he's happy with P6, and like I say, it was quite traffic in that last sector, because I saw some people actually in the Mercedes moving across, I think, CJ, just trying to get out of everyone's way. It looked like a real mess there. But I'm just noticing, them top 2, were they not all on the ultras? So they're going to be quite vulnerable, you would have thought, towards the end of that first stint, surely.
Yeah, around about lap 5, lap 6 is when they'll need to pit for a set of supers or a set of softs. But I think they would probably do ultras to softs, because there's no guarantee the supers are going to last very long. But supers to softs is definitely going to be a one-stop. I have seen some races that the 2 stops are faster, but the majority of the time, 1 stop is faster around here. But it actually does depend on when the ultras and the supers start to run out, and then the softs actually come into its own towards the end. We'll just have to find out as the race goes on.
So let's see what they're all going to start on. I imagine you'll see a lot of them on the softs from further back, but only 2 of them actually, so different to other tiers this week.
Yeah.
Most of them actually going on the supers, which is the best sort of tyre, I guess, in race condition. Maybe they don't think that the softs are going to be very good towards the start of the race, but yeah, the vast majority of this field are all going for the super softs. That top 3 actually all on ultras, so this is going to be really interesting. Obviously, Blizzard, our champion, he'll be looking to get in amongst that very soon.
Yeah, so he was on the softs to begin with, but then he realised that probably to get a faster lap time, he wants to go on a set of supers. He is guaranteed ILR1 next season, of course, because obviously the winner of each tier get promoted. But obviously in ILR1, you can't get promoted, you stay where you are, basically. So he'll be, I think he'll be in a Mercedes or the Ferrari next season, as far as the new rules, I think. Probably Mercedes. Well, I don't know how they...
depends. I'm sure you'll probably get a choice. I imagine the top 2 cars are so equal that maybe there'll be some input from who actually thinks what car's best.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be maybe it's taken from constructors. I'm not too sure how it all works yet. Maybe the top 10 of constructors.
Yeah, indeed. But, and we'll also need to watch out for people at the bottom as well, because if they have had a lot of DNFs or something like that and they haven't done well this season, then they could get demoted to the next tier below, which is ILR2. So these final 4 races, it's make or break for them. They don't want to get...
ILR2 isn't too bad. I mean, you get some great racing in there, trust me.
So yeah, the top 2 tiers, no matter what, even if you're in any of them, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So
yeah,
you're going to be in a good tier no matter what. Maybe for some of them ILR2, maybe a much better chance than winning any races. But
well, certainly anyone who's come down from ILR1 to ILR2 do seem to be doing rather well, and they're certainly enjoying their racing, I imagine, a lot more. So I mean, yeah, it isn't the worst place to be falling down to.
No, as I think the
anyway, I'll line it up now.
Yep, I think Francis is starting last on set of softs. I think everyone else is going up on the grid. Yes, they are.
Here we go then. Getting ready for the start. Let's say 18 people, only 2 on the soft. This could be quite interesting here.
And it is lights out, and away we go here for the United States Grand Prix. And looks like the Ferrari has got to a very good start. Make sure Cliffy Cook behind him. Leon has gained quite a few positions as well. Very, very tight to turn 1. Oh, there's a Renault that just went wide a little bit there. That was close, I see, from the back of them already. But Gonan is already starting to pull away, and Blizzard has gained a few positions as well, so he's having a good start as well. Lambo's up a few places. Bugatti seems to be gaining. There's quite a few people that have lost it already, but no major incidents so far on this opening lap, which is very, very good to see. But I probably spoke too soon.
Yes, Francis has spun round there in the Williams, and I think Kalek has fallen quite far down as well. So that's the 2 soft runners now right at the back. And Blizzard's already on the attack on Cliffy. Look at that, only 2/10 back from him and closing quickly. Cliffy as well, he's getting a good position on Gunnan, so they're all going to be very close at the end of this first lap. But Blizzard, he had to get by Leon quickly there. So already making good progress on them super soft tyres.
That's definitely the tyre to be on right now, is the Supers. The softs have less grip, as we found out from Francis and Kellick, or however you say his name. So maybe Supers to softs are definitely the best strategy for these guys right now. But I wonder how Cliffy and Colin are going to manage on those tyres.
James had a crash.
Oh, our championship contender for P2 is lost it, and he's left.
He's left.
He's had enough. He's not had bad luck in USA, to be honest, and he is still going to be in this tier next season. But if he wants to catch Cliffy in the championship, results like that, it's not going to help him. So he's got to get a wing on, to be honest. Quite intense battles happening towards the. Oh, we got another retirement. I think it's Norman's. Oh, and Francis out as well.
Yeah, they're both just in the pits to retire. Best way to do it, if you don't think you can continue, don't retire on track, because that'll just cause a safety car. So yeah, we've already lost then 3 people from this race. It's only been 1 lap.
It is quite tricky. So
oh, that's CC Brain round as well. I was on board with him and he just spun through the exit of the S's. So is that already Ultrasoft starting to overheat and have issues?
Maybe they're overjudging their tyres a little bit, or underjudging, as I would say. They're probably pushing very, very hard. And it's just not helping him, because obviously with the Ultras they get hot very quickly, and USA, it's a lot of tyre wear could be lost here, and a lot of, so he's probably risked it, and then it didn't pay off. And I think we got Lambo and Hamilton trying to make a move. They're side by side at the moment. Lambo getting the better line into that exit there. Oh, they almost been forced there. That was close, I must say. Bugatti's not that far behind him actually. He's going to get slipstream from Hamilton, because obviously DRS is not enabled yet, so Francis is not a happy bunny, he's just left the session. But anyway, Hamilton's just going to get some nice possible slipstream from Lambo, and I think Lambo's going to get some slipstream from Neo as well, but I think Lambo's got better straight line speed on his sap, so that's probably why he's pulling away to Hamilton. But we can see these closing up on these next couple of laps. And we also got Neo and Ickle fighting side by side as well. Loads of battles happening everywhere. It's hard to keep up.
That's tight into there. You don't want to be going side by side in the S's. And Ickle blocks, he nearly lost it actually there, and he tried to get out of that battle. So yeah, you do not want to go side by side there, especially when you've got tyres that may overheat if you try too hard through there. Just looking at the winners and losers, by the way, in that start, we've got a few people like Neo and Lambo who've made it up 2 places, and yeah, we've lost 4 people already in this race. They are, yeah, I'm not finding it too easy going here, are they?
No, they're not. They're just taking a bit too many risks, and it is not paying off, obviously. But I think the only ones on the
Josh on the outside, that is on an ultra soft driver, and that is some move. He's made it stick there, and Leon falling down a little bit further now. But he may come back on the exit if there's any room on the inside. I'm sure Josh will cover that off though, and Leon does fall down into 5th place.
Yeah, he started 3rd, I believe. Yes, he started 3rd, and he's already dropped down to 5th. So not looking good for him on those ultras. I think he'll probably be the early ones to pit out the ultra soft runners, I think, in the next 2 laps, to make sure, and then he goes on the softs or the supers towards the end. We'll just have to find out from Leon to see if he could cope a little bit more.
Little blocks under pressure, by the way. Sorry, up the hill towards turn 1. DRS is enabled, by the way. Now it's been obviously past lap 3 now, and they're side by side to turn 1. A little bit of contact. Tom's going to get involved as well. In P10, we're going to have 3 cars going for this in the S's. I imagine they're not going to go too hard because it's just not a very good idea. And Little Blocks, again, he's losing it through there, and he's really struggling. And Lando's sort of trying to have to force his way through because he's just being held up now. And you can see there's a big train starting to form 4 cars behind Little Blocks, and he's really not enjoying this car right now. And Lambo now on the outside into the hairpin. You want to wait here because you're going to get DRS, but he doesn't wait. He goes for it instantly, and I think Little Block should get some DRS now. The possibly trying to attack, or did he get past at the right time? The Lambo, he did actually, so well timed. And Tom now will come a Little Blocks, and yeah, the Ferrari really struggling out there in the early stages, but defending from the Williams.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Hamilton's tyres are a lot better than
oh, that's a dive bomb! That is a proper dive on there from Bugatti, and he may actually make it work there. And Neil, by the way, side by side into the triple right-hander. He does back up and little blocks off the track. There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of collisions as well. And that's into the wall. Surely he's going to be into the wall.
And
he
out.
is. That's a big accident for little blocks. And he was just being pushed through that triple right-hander. That was never going to work. And they all just got too close together. Tom having to pit, Frisky CJ having to pit. And it has all gone wrong for the three of them, really. Disaster. And they're still going for that towards turn 1. There's Blizzard on the exit getting past and into second place on Cliffy. So there we go. The supers are still working very nicely.
Yes, 4 wide in United States is not going to get you anywhere. You will try it in Japan, but not try it around here.
Leon's off. He's cut the corner through the S's and he's falling down now to 7th place. And another ultra soft driver who's losing places and struggling. There's a Lambo now trying to get through. He'll have a chance into the hairpin. Will he go for it like he did last time on local blocks? Yes, he will. And up into P7. And Leon, he started third, remember. He's really fallen down the field. And by the way, Blizzard, he's very close to gunning and he may go for the lead here. And on the outside, the champion, does he get it done? Good defense from Gunnar and he will stay ahead for now. But surely on the exit, Blizzard, he's just got more grip. Thanks to the less tyre dig and into the lead then.
Yes, well done from Blizzard. He kept it under control and it was mainly due to because of Gunnar's tyres are starting to run out ever so slightly, and so is Cliffy's as well. So maybe they are pushing a bit more than they would have liked, but maybe they didn't know what Blizzard's tyres were going to be on towards the start. But meanwhile, Lambo's still catching up to Matt as well. So definitely those supers are definitely working out.
Hitting early for going in. So that'll be interesting to see how that one works out.
Yes,
he sort of had to, didn't he? The tyres are starting to go.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Cliffy hasn't. But I think Lambo's going to try and make another move into turn. Oh, wow.
Let him through there. So team play there from Haas.
Team orders. They want to do well on the constructors, and I think they want to see their best possible chance, I'm guessing. So where is Gordon coming in? He's in P10 at the moment, and I'm just going to get the gaps up pretty quickly as well, just so I can see how far ahead Blizzard is. 19.7 seconds. That's going to be tight between him and Blizzard. So Blizzard might have the edge on Gordon here, but it will be a close one. Cliffy hasn't pitted yet though, so, and he's already pulling away, he's already losing time from Blizzard, so yeah, if I was an ultra soft running out, I would pit now to make sure you get to the end, because otherwise you would have a lot of blisters, I must say. Two houses running pretty close next to each other as well, even though they just overtook. I'm just seeing what other battles we've got. Bugatti's not that far. We've got pretty much a train for pretty much 4th place right now, or 3rd, so midfield battle is heating up here, especially if they want to get some points for the constructors as well.
Really has been a stunning drive, hasn't it, from Lambo? He really has been going through the field. 7 places gained from the start there. And I guess that's sort of an advantage of being the first guy to have free tyre choice. He'll get maybe an extra lap or 2 on them super soft tyres. And while you may think that isn't the biggest advantage, it certainly helped towards the end of the stint and mean that an overcut could possibly work for him and maybe just not anyone else. Just the rest of them are, yeah, just on more worn tyres in general. And Blizzard's lead is 2.2 seconds now, so certainly the ultras are just useless.
Yeah.
But he actually going, I think, Cliffy, he doesn't want to burn out this sauce, because I think ILR5, 24 laps it took down to blow up. And I'm not too sure, say, someone like Gunnar, he went a little early on them. I don't know if he'll be able to actually get to the end. He's already getting penalties on them because they're going to be cold and quite difficult to drive.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll actually make it. I missed Bugatti, by the way. On the outside. Does he get that done on there? Will he have the good tracks on the exit? Yes, he will. And he'll have DRS as well. And he should get through there pretty easily. And there he is up to 6th. And there's Cliffy now losing the place to Josh. And yeah, we'll be thinking about pitting now.
Yeah, I think he's just lost that position to Josh. And I think Cliffy must be thinking, I must go. But he probably knows about the soft limit as well. And he's probably saving his tyres a little bit. But that's costing him position. If he wants to retain second, he can't lose many positions now, to be honest. So And we got MC Hamilton and Future battling it out. Tom managed to get the place done again, so he's up into 11th. Another person that pitted quite early, and yet Cliffy is going into the pits. So I wonder where he's going to end up in terms of him and Gollanen. They're probably going to be quite close. I wonder if Cliffy's going to get the jump. Gollanen's just about to cross the start-finish straight.
Oh, he's going to be miles clear.
Yeah.
Gollanen's got that one.
So, a bit of a mistake for Cliffy.
Cliffy hasn't exited the pits yet. Look at that. He's really lost loads of time there. What about Leon's going to be? Remember him? He's just behind Cliffy now. He's about 2.5 seconds. So, even though he lost out earlier, the undercut seems to be working there for him. So, maybe he could still slot into the top 5, possibly.
I did see in ILR4 on Thursday that a lot of people's pit stops were a little bit longer than expected. Maybe because the pit crew were holding them up a little bit, or it may be because of their tyre deg. I don't know. But I think Cliffy fell victim of that, unfortunately. Or it may be that he might have got some issues. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm praying it's not.
That'd be interesting, by the way.
Yeah.
Just looking, sorry to interrupt, seeing Neo. Now, I was saying earlier about how the salts are going to be extremely, cold when you come out of the pits, and it'll be difficult to defend. Tom is on 3-lap-old tyres, and he's going to breeze past him. And Neo was struggling the whole way through the S's there. And, I wonder if even Future's a chance. So that could actually be playing to Blizzard's disadvantage.
I wonder.
When he comes out, because he will be under a little bit of pressure if anyone's actually close to him.
Because Blizzard's tyres will be cold, whilst everyone else's soft tyres will be warm and heated up already. So I wonder if Blizzard is going to gain or lose positions for that. So we'll just have to find out soon. And only 5 of the soft runners are still running at the moment. That is from P1 to P5 at the moment. So roughly about lap 10 to 12 is when we can see those guys going into the pits. Apart from the guy in P14 who's had to pit quite early due to the fact of his damage earlier on. So I think that's the only one on the Supers. So.
Look at this. We've got Kalik absolutely hand over fist catching Bugatti on the Supers. So this now the point where the softs actually start to take control. Because look at that on the inside. Will he have better traction? Yes. So there he goes. Kalik then up into P5. And now the softs are starting to take control. And they're quicker than super soft runners. So that'll be interesting to see if he can catch Matt up ahead. Because that was surprising actually. I wasn't expecting the softs to be that good.
I did say earlier on in the race it gets to a point where the softs do come to its own pretty much at this point of the race, and I wasn't wrong. I think Neo just got the move done on Tom's. Oh, Tom, no, mate. 5 seconds stop go. I didn't see what happened to Tom there, but he's lost it, and Future's just gone past him, so...
Bit mean, isn't it? He's lost 2 places and gets a penalty for it. I wonder if he'll be seeing his shares. And then Matt, he's got a 5-second stop for corner cutting. How has he even managed that? That's a really interesting penalty there. And Blizzard, where's he going to be then? Cliffy just hits a fast lap. That's going to be a little bit concerning. There he is, up at the top of the hill. I mean, it's only going to be about a second the gap. I remember what I was saying about these cold tyres. Cliffy, if he's going to catch, he needs to do it now.
Yeah, I think Gollanen, managed to get that cut
3 seconds clear.
Yeah, 3 seconds, but again, these tyres will run out quicker than Blizzard's, so I think it's going to be a battle for the end for the race victory between at least the top 4. But Leon is already losing time already, but he could make a break. We'll just have to wait and see. And Matt seems to be struggling a little bit as he's got Kalik right behind him as well, going towards the straight here. He's going to go on the left-hand side. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he does. What a move from Kalik there. Those softs are definitely coming into play here, and a bit of a lock up there. But yeah, Kalik is on the lead on track. Obviously not in the lead of this race, but it's going to help him in terms of track position anyway. And that's probably costed Matt loads of positions there. So Matt will probably have to pit soon as well. I wonder if he should have pitted at the same time as the other guys, but I don't know. But yeah, well, it's a great move from Kalik there.
Very good, especially on them softs. It is definitely proving that they are not the tire to be on as Matt hits. And also, Blizzard, he's catching Gunnan, but Cliffy isn't exactly falling away from him massively quickly, so there's a possibility that when Gunnan catches Bugatti, he'll be held up a little bit, and Blizzard, when he's closing, will let Cliffy catch as well. We could be seeing quite an interesting fight here, and it could shake up this top three provisionally quite a bit. Because Gunnar really is losing a lot of time. He lost nearly a second on that last lap to Blizzard and to Cliffy.
Yeah, maybe he pitted at the wrong time, but he did start to struggle when Blizzard overtook him and later on in the race when the tyres are starting to run out anyway. So maybe Blizzard is starting to gain a bit of a more of an advantage here. We'll just have to find out, as Blizzard's already 1.5 seconds behind Gunnan now. So, and Matt's got another penalty. We are seeing a lot of penalties here in USA.
He has to pass, and he has done. He had to get that done. That was a second nearly in the first sector alone for Blizzard there. So Gunnan is going to be feeling that pressure, and he'll be very happy to see there's a Red Bull in between him and Blizzard. But the issue is, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bugatti pitting. So at the end of the day, Blizzard may not actually be cost anything there, because I can't see Bugatti staying out any longer. He's the only guy who's actually in the race, who's out there on a set of the Supers still.
Yeah, I wonder how long the Supers actually last before they punch, but I've never been out in that situation in any league I've commentated on, so as I thought he was going into someone's going into the pits, and it's Bugatti.
Yeah, Bugatti, yeah.
Yeah.
Had to.
He had to, because otherwise he would have struggled, because everyone else was on the softs, apart from P13 as well. He's on the softs, obviously he had a collision earlier on as well, so...
Yeah, he's DC'd, sure, he's not even here.
No, his AI is just his AI controlling at the moment. Where is
interesting.
Yeah, it is.
CC Brain. I've just noticed CC Brain is stuck in the pits, and now that's an AI car, right?
That looks like it. Oh no.
Luckily he's not here, and luckily he doesn't have a teammate. But how on earth are you being stuck in the pits? How is the AI getting stuck in the pits there? I don't get it.
Yeah, this is not the first time I've seen a pit glitch in ILR, and I'm gutted that it's here, but that's something you should fix for next game, just saying. But people always say, oh, it's because you're spamming the clutch. A lot of people think it's the driver's fault, but that's proving to me that it's nothing to do with the drivers. By the way, there's Josh on Leon, and so Leon really didn't have much to defend with there, did he? So that's a net 4th for Josh now. And Tom by Future as well. Yeah, Tom's doing very well to hold on, but Future's having a little bit more pace due to the fact that he has newer tyres than Tom, so maybe he's going to get the slipstream that he needs in the next couple of corners, but any time will tell between these two. Hamilton is quite a fast guy, and Blizzard is setting fast laps.
On the inside, in towards turn 1, close to the pit wall. And does he get by? He sort of needs to get by here, and he does so quite well. But Gunnan, he has to stick in close now, because they're going to catch Kalik on this lap, and that will hold up Blizzard a little bit. So as long as Gunnan could just stay in there for a little bit longer, there's a chance he will be able to regain that net lead.
Yeah, you never know what happens here. The softs do last for 24 laps, so it is going to be a tall order for Kalik to get to the end, but we don't want him to be disqualified if he only uses one tyre compound for the entire race, so he's got to pit soon. It will be a point where his tyres will start to run out as well, probably in the next couple of laps, I would say, because that is usually a few laps apart between the tyre compounds, so...
Yeah, with Blizzard, easy enough. And Gunnan, he'd lost a second there for the S's, so he wasn't going to catch back up to that. So Blizzard should just lead away now easily to the end of the race, unless he crashes or there's a DC or anything silly like that happens. He should have this pretty easily.
Yeah, it's pretty much his to lose, and he's pretty much got it in the bag, but we have seen situations in ILR where it could turn on his head, so don't count your chickens, guys. Don't expect this to happen at the end of the day, but it is looking like Blizz to win right now, so He just can't bottle it, to be honest. But he's got nothing to lose anyway. So he's just gonna have fun towards these last few races, and a race win's a race win. If you get a race win, I'll just be pride in him at the end of the day. So and then Gonan's gaining more time on Calic. So Calic, yeah, his tyres are starting to run out like mad right now because Gonan is catching up. And I won't be surprised if any of the guys behind him will catch up soon. But Cliffy is a bit too further back to overtake at the moment. And Battle for the Point as well is heating up, with Future and Hamilton going to be battling again as well. So we could see a lot of things happening towards the end, and this is what we want. Last lap battles, and I think Gonan's finding a bit more pace towards sector 2 then. He's going to try and get Calic on the straight.
Tom nearly lost it there on the exit of the S's, despite kept it under control.
Yeah, Gonan easily past Calic.
Easy.
Yeah.
So Calic will still be out there for another 5 laps, I imagine.
Yeah.
So just needs to stick in there. And our Future, by the way, is looking on the outside. That's a late breaking move. Does he get by on Tom? Not at the moment, but he'll have a good look on the inside for the, not this corner, but the one after. If he can be close enough, but he just didn't have the traction there. So he stays behind for now, but Future's starting looking the quicker out of the two of them, and that's the battle for P9. Bugatti, though, you've got to look out for him. He's only 5 seconds back from all that, and on much better tyres as well as Matt. So they can all catch up to that too.
Yep, so the battle for the points is not over. There could be a point where Future's tyres start to run out and Bugatti and Matt could close in, but Matt has got loads of penalties and he's got to have a stop go as well. So he's got to pit again, otherwise it will be an unserved stop go and he wouldn't want that. So
I think he must have already taken that, or else he wouldn't be 12, because he was up with his teammate Lambo, is he not? So
yeah, I don't know.
He must have already taken it. He must have taken it.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, CT Brain's still stuck in the pit, so yeah, he's pretty much out, unfortunately. So
Future, that was poor. He's had so much understeer for there, and he's got a penalty, despite the fact that he lost buckets of time there to Tom. Come on, game. Now, have you noticed? It's starting to get quite cloudy out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If there's a chance of rain, wonder if
Flashbacks
looking up
to ILR4.
Calic's gonna be. Wonder if he'll be looking up at the sky and thinking, you know, I don't need to pit anymore. I can just stay to the rain. That would work quite well, wouldn't it? And look at that, there's Leon losing another place. There to Lambo. And yeah, he was right up there, what, third on the grid at one point, wasn't he? And
yeah, he was.
He's fallen down to 7th, but he is finding it back, but he's just able to find a way through.
Yeah, it is starting to be overcast, but it might get to a point where it'll start raining at the end of the race. So, but we haven't been told the weather. They kept it shushed for now, so it's going to be a surprise for both of us. We thought it was going to be dry all race, but we don't know at this stage. They've just got to leave it to God and see how that goes. And Calic has dropped places to Cliffy, so he must have got that move done easily, I think. And Cliffy's finding some time on Gonan already, so he's catching up to him. I don't think any of the top 3 got penalties, I believe. So it's even Stevens for them.
I can have a look at that.
Yeah, because yeah, we can check.
Blizzard he's got 2 warnings, so one more and he does get a penalty. Gonan, and he has got 1 penalty, and Cliffy's only got 1 warning. So possibly flashbacks to Italy. If it could cool down to penalties, it's possible.
Apart from Cliffy started last, but Cliffy started 2nd or 3rd this race, so
well, still. Flashbacks anyway.
Yeah, there is flashbacks to Italy where he was lower down the field, and I think in Japan last time, Blizzard was going to take the victory, but due to penalties, Cliffy got it. Because I think it was the same battle that happened between Gonan and Cliffy again. So they are rivals in this championship, I must say. It's a battle for the line pretty much. So Blizzard's got to be careful, otherwise the same deja vu moment could happen to what happened in Japan last week. So he's got to keep it together, Blizzard. It's not as easy as it sounds. The victory is not his yet. Because he just got to be careful to not get penalties. if he's on, he needs to get one more warning and he gets a penalty, and we really don't want that. Because we want a fair fight to the end. We've seen loads of races this season where it has been decided on penalties, and we don't really want that to happen.
Leon's nearly into the grass there on the exit of turn 1. He is really struggling. He's got Neo on the back of him now. Tom's just over 5 seconds back. And you'd think that wouldn't really be too easy to catch up, but with the way that Leon's losing this time, it could actually catch quite quickly here.
Yeah. So maybe Neo can get the move that he needed on Leon, because Leon is starting to lose a bit of time. So it has potential. Meanwhile, P5 Josh is catching up to Kalek. He could be a potential for P4, possibly a podium as well. But the other Haas car is already way behind Josh at the moment, so I don't think he's going to catch up ever so slightly. And yeah, pretty much everyone's on the softs now till the end, apart from a few that have been on the tyres a bit longer, like Kalek, for example, who's still yet to pit. I'm just seeing who's pitted and who hasn't. Yeah, Kalek is the only person who hasn't pitted yet. Everyone else has, so he can go for another 3 more laps and then pit, but he can lose track position. We'll just have to find out. I'll just quickly check. He probably won't lose a lot though, but we'll find out as we go towards the pit window for him, of course. And as I was saying, he goes into the pits, so as I was expecting.
So that promotes a few people up, then it means that Leon, he does go back up to 6 briefly, but I don't think he'll stay there.
Oh no!
So that means that Golden and Blizzard are now under a little bit of pressure from Cliffy. He isn't close enough yet. He needs another 1.2 seconds. He actually needs to get by Golden, because Golden is, he's above 3 seconds clear. So at the moment, Cliffy, he still isn't quite gonna win it, but 2nd place at the moment.
Oh, it's like Japan all over again. I swear. We could see a deja vu moment like what happened last week, but Golonen is not too far. Because obviously his penalty, it kind of adds up. So Blizzard is still comfortably at the moment. Cliffy's 4.6 seconds behind Blizzard. He's got to find another 1.5 seconds in order to make sure he gets that win. But it gets to a point where it does start to rubber off, and he's been on the tyres longer than
Neo.
Easily done there from Neo. Oh, no. Not ever so slight.
He dived, he went way too late on the brakes there. He nearly made it work though. But yeah, you don't want to get impatient when it comes to this sort of situation. He knows he's quicker than Leon, he just needs to pick the right moment. And I thought he actually had it, in fact, he just too late on the brakes. But surely after turn 1, he's tried it once. Surely he'll get it this time. And he gets not much slipstream, but hopefully enough to have a little look. But he doesn't, he has to stick behind, and that's not good when you start to go through all the S's and everything.
No.
And he will lose time.
Leon, I think, just had a little bit of a wake-up call. He doesn't want to lose any more positions, and he did some good defending there. Probably Neo had made a little bit of a mistake there, so that's probably what cost him ever so slightly. I'm still watching the gap between the top 3 to see if it changes, but I don't think it's changing at the moment. Future getting another penalty as well. Pretty much the only people without penalties. I know Cliffy only has 1 warning, so, and I don't think any of the Haas cars have penalties either, so, but they have a few warnings, so they've got to be careful. But
just looking at Blizzard, we actually got a penalty plus 2 warnings on that last lap.
Wow.
So possibly another penalty could be incoming, and if it is, then Cliffy's in the box seat for the win, because he's still only got 1 warning. So really, this isn't over yet.
It's not.
It really could go down to penalties, this one.
Yeah, I did say it is not over till the checkered flag falls. Don't think you're going to get the win, because obviously penalties is quite high in USA that I've seen. I've never seen a USA race without a lot of penalties, and if I see a USA race with a few penalties, then I just don't, I just get really shocked. So it's not really a surprise, to be honest with you. We've got 8 laps to go. It's quite intense already, this ILR1 race already. And we've already had...
Here comes Neo, diving into turn 1. He just about makes the apex, and that's how you do a dive bomb. Up into P6, but Leon may still challenge for the S's, but I don't think he's able to, not on the outside. But he's really just showing himself in the mirrors. He may still have a little look, but Neo has got that move done. But I'm sure Leon, he won't really want to lose all that time. And by the way, Kalek is in P10, just ahead of Bugatti and Matt, who are both very close to each other as well. They're all going to be fighting for the final point. And they're still all catching up to Future, and then Tom only 1.4 seconds ahead of that. They could all still concentrate up and have a pretty intense fight for P8 here.
Yeah, so, and don't forget, Future has got a lot of penalties, so that could potentially Bugatti get into the points as well. I'm not sure how many points Future has got, but, or penalties anyway. So, oh, that was close between Leon and Neo there. That was very intense to watch there, but looks like Leon... Oh, that was almost a dive bomb.
He just wasn't late enough on the brakes to make that one work, and then he's going to have to take the wider entry there, which gives him more grip on the exit, Leon. Neo under some real pressure here. He really has to nail this final corner, else I wouldn't be surprised to see Leon going right back past him. And let's see how they do up the hill. Kalek gets a penalty that could really affect him with his chances for some points today. And up towards turn 1, Leon, does he fancy a dive bomb? He really was late on the brake, but just not late enough.
No.
And Kalek on DRS, on the back of Future, is not close to either to make any moves.
No, I think some of his penalties, taking it a little bit more cautious now, Kalek, because he knows that if he gets that move done, he may not get that position. Oh.
That is close into the entry of the S's there.
That was almost close to getting another penalty, but luckily they didn't, so that was close. As Cliffy seems to be dropping.
Setting up a move here, but a hairpin look. He's really pushing it here. Will he fancy it? He was certainly close in the exit, but he sort of backed up a little bit. He knows it has to be down here. What about Matt? He hits the back of the Bugatti, no damage though. And here we go. 4 cars in this fight now for P9 because they're all in the DRS of each other. And most importantly, Future's got nothing. Will he be able to defend? Kalek is on the outside line. Future's going to want to get his cars close to the outside as possible, as that's miles off the track there for Kalek, but he still sticks in there. If Future just holds on a little bit more, he may go back down the inside. He hits him. Is there any damage? He gets through, just about, but maybe not into the right-hander. Side by side, not the smartest idea, but they've been able to make it work. Kalek up to P9 eventually. And look who's in DRS range nearly of Gunnanen. Cliffy could be about to get that P2. But still, these 4 are all going for it on the main straight now. Not long to go on the straight, only got 7 laps to get these guys sorted out. And up the hill, they are not making any move whatsoever. Tom will be thrilled to see all this battling behind him because it means he can pull away just a little bit. But yeah, they're really going for it, these guys.
Yeah, they are. They are keeping it together, obviously, and they don't want to have a 4-wide incident that we've seen earlier on. So that's why not much battling between these guys on the top of the hill, I must say. But look at the Red Bull closing up to Future. That is around about a second.
Point disappear. He's gonna look for it on the straight as well, and you know what? Matt is right on the back as well. If we get 4 abreast, we may possibly see 3 abreast though. Because here comes Bugatti onto the inside line. Matt, what's he going to do? Because he's very close to him as well. In future, he will look on the inside. A little bit of wheel binding, but not able to get the move work at the moment. But if he can just keep it around the outside, which he doesn't actually, he wants to go for the exit, but Future saw him coming. I was going to say maybe able to get the move done, but it'll take a proper dive bomb, a bit like that one on the inside from Matt, but not good enough on the exit there. Good defence there from Future to keep the Haas driver behind, but he's not going to be able to keep him behind for much longer. Look how much he's struggling in the triple right-hander.
Yeah,
surely there's a move. Doesn't get it.
No, we got Matt right behind him as well, so that could be very feisty going into turn 1. None of the guys in front wanting to make moves, but this could be a move into turn 1 between Future and Matt. We're thinking that Matt could get the better move done, but looks like Future manages to hold on, but we could see a switch back from Matt soon.
Oh, don't do that on the inside, he'll crash, and he does back off. Oh, he's nearly into the back of them though. He's really struggling here. They've lost so much time to the guys ahead. Matt he seems getting furious now, isn't he? He just can't get by, which is so frustrating. Forget DRS, he's just going to want to go straight down the inside now, surely. Or no, he's going for the outside. He got a 3-second time penalty, and quite honestly, I didn't actually see any reason for him to have got that. I wonder if he'll appeal that, but
yeah.
Surely now there's a move to be had on the inside. DRS, Future's defended brilliantly for the last lap, but I think he has to let it go now. In the battle for P11, Matt on the inside gets it done. And he really forced Future right to the wide line to make sure he couldn't come back. But guess what? He did anyway. And he's still going to stay in there. And Future's really going to have a chance on the inside again, but Matt does cover that one off. And I think, finally, Matt is ahead.
Yeah, I think it was inevitable for Matt, really, because Future's tyres are starting to wear off more than Matt's. Matt's got nothing to lose, obviously, due to his penalties, but I'm not sure if Future will be ahead of Matt or not, because I think Matt's got more penalties than him, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out towards the end. And the clouds are starting to go away right now. I think it's going back to be sunny again, so...
Late dive bomb. Bugatti on Tom. That is really late into turn 1. It did not work out for him, but it probably caught Tom a little bit by surprise.
Look at the Red Bull. He's on the back of him, almost. He's finding more time around this left-hander, but obviously not to make the move there because that is quite tricky to get your hands on, I must say. And
Tom's got the yellow indicator.
Yeah, Tom is, let me just see Tom. Yeah, let me just get telemetry up. There we go, that would help. So I can see the ERS modes. I didn't really see that, unfortunately. But I'm sure Bugatti's going to make a move around this popular set to overtake, surely.
Look how much slipstream he's got, easy.
He easily gets it done towards side by side. Very tight entry from both Tom and Bugatti, but it was easily done by the Red Bull driver, and he's up into 9th place now, and he's on a flyer at the moment. Whatever points you get at this stage, it's crucial. Because obviously if you get less points, then chance of being in ILR1 next season is getting lower and lower. So that's a good way to put your name on the map to stay in the top tier of ILR1, I must say. So good job from him. I really hope he stays in ILR1 next season because he is really good. And he's got ghosted one of the Sauber drivers, or Doom, yeah, as he's obviously
he's been ghosted since like lap 2, I think.
Yeah.
Because there was the incident at just pushed up right-hander. I think he was dive bombed by someone. But yeah. Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, that's had enough. And oh no, Josh has got his first penalty. So
he was quite close to Clippy as well. That may cost him a chance of going past us. Clippy still doesn't have a penalty.
A bit of a slide from Josh. I'm just going to see. I'm looking at the tyres quickly. Tom has got another penalty as well. And I think we have yellow. I don't know who the yellows are from. That's probably
nothing.
Game. And sometimes they tell us, oh, there's a yellow flag, but there's not. It's just.
Here's an issue for Tom actually. Just seeing there, he's in the last points position. He's just got another penalty, and I'm pretty sure he still has a couple more. I think he's got at least one 5-second stop-go penalty as well. He may find himself in a bit of trouble here for this last point. Luckily though, the guy behind him is none other than Matt. He's probably got just as many penalties as him, but we'll see. This could be quite interesting. Let's get their penalties up now and see just exactly what the situation is.
Yeah.
Tom's got. Well, it says he's got 2 warning. He's got 2 penalties. Sorry, I don't know about this 5-second stop go. Maybe he just didn't get it. Hopefully, he just didn't get it. And then Matt has got 3 penalties. So yeah, if Tom wants a 5-second stop go, but if he does, then happy days.
Happy days for Tom there if he gets to that point, but Liz is already starting to pull away from Golland, so I think that penalty's gone way out the window for P1, but
yeah.
So unless Blizzard loses time, which he's not. He's already starting to come into his own. Gonanen's been on these tyres for 20 laps now, whereas Blizzard has been on these tyres for 4 laps less. So they are starting to find a bit more pace than Gonanen. And keep an eye on Cliffy as well, because he's still under that 3-second window between him and Gonanen. So Cliffy could get P2. So, which I think is going to be likely now, unless Cliffy gets a penalty. But he hasn't got a penalty, so. And it's saying on my screen he needs to pit, but obviously he doesn't. So it may be just my game playing tricks on me or something. But yeah.
Yeah, because Matt, this is I mean, this is quite important, because if Matt can, you know, pull away by a little bit, then that's a late move. He actually switched there and caught Tom by surprise totally. But if he can get by, he has only got 2 laps to make a big gap. And he actually has to get by first, because Tom was defending really well. And Matt not able to get by yet. And yeah, I don't know. I don't see him getting by fully. Even if he does pass him, the penalty may just not really work out for him.
No, so.
Yeah. This fight per second, this is going to be tense, isn't it, into the last laps? Obviously, Cliffy will probably end up ahead of him just by virtue of not having a penalty, but
I did see
Josh could get done.
I did see whilst we were concentrating on that battle between Matt and Tom, Gonanen did get another penalty. It was 3 seconds, I believe. So he's now got 2 penalties compared to Cliffy's none. So
side by side into the S's there. Tom just about defending it. I mean, they're fighting this really hard for the last point. I don't blame them. And Matt right around the outside again, which turns to the inside. And Tom is still hiding in there. Really desperate to keep that P10.
He is.
Every point is vital here. And that's onto the grass. And he's fought it too hard. But he could still, with DRS, have another go if he really needs to. Obviously, he will be aware of the penalty situation, will he? So it'll be, as far as he's aware, no penalties versus no penalties. That's how they should all be fighting it. And he's got a super slipstream and he's going to go for this once again. Oh, Matt, he's taken the smallest inside gap you could ever imagine. And he's got back past. Matt goes for the switchback on the exit. He's got much more traction. And Tom is really struggling here to keep this position. Surely Matt is going to be on the inside, getting by. And he is. He is ahead. And there's a bit of contact as well, but surely Matt's ahead now. And on to the last lap we go, and it's completely up in the air. Who's going to finish second, third, or fourth? What's going to happen here?
This is going to be very, very tight towards the end, but we also got Matt and Tom fighting as well for the final point. So we'll watch out for these battles towards the end, because it's going to be absolutely intense, I must say. So we'll keep an eye on that. Blizzard is coming across the... I don't know what sector he was. It was quite hard to get, but he's got a couple of corners to go. As we also got the Force India and fighting as well with the Haas. Actually, no, they're about 3 seconds down the drift. My bad. But I wonder how the situation with Matt and Tom are going to go towards the end. There's probably going to be a fight towards the line, so we will keep an eye on that as they go on. Josh is right behind Cliffy though, but Josh has got a penalty, so if he gets that move done anyway, that's not going to affect him as much. P2, P3 and P4 are definitely closing in right now, and that's going to put less pressure on Blizzard, and he's already pulling away from the rest of the field right now. So I'm just seeing where Blizzard, he's got a couple more corners to go.
Only 2 to go. And it's been dominant once again for the champion. He's going to take another victory this season in his McLaren. Hopefully he doesn't bin it across the line this time, and he doesn't. Cliffy is surely going to be second as a result of the penalties. And we'll see that now.
Yep.
Yes. And then Josh third. So that's sort of what we were expecting.
Oh no, Lambo third, because Josh got a penalty as well.
Oh. Well, there you go. Just by 0.3 of a second. And Neo comes home in P6. Kalek, he should come home P7. I don't know about penalties, but God, he may get him. He does, actually. And Leon, P9. 23 laps on them tires. Lucky they didn't blow up on him. Matt did get past Tom at the end.
But what are the final positions? I didn't see.
Tom was 12th. Tom was 12th after penalties in the end there.
Matt's 11th.
Future.
Matt was 11th after penalties.
Right.
So, yes, penalties did change the game for the final points, but it didn't change for this man. VSR Blizzard win once again in USA. So it just goes to show why he is champion and why he got crowned in Russia. And I think that crucial move towards the pit window definitely helped him there. Starting on the middle-list tyre, the super softs, has definitely helped him there. And yeah, well done to them, and also well done to the Haas car of Lambo for getting P3 due to the fact he didn't get any penalties at all. So I think Cliffy, Lambo, Neo and Bugatti, the only ones not to get penalties. Everyone else has got penalties. But Blizzard takes the win once again. Cliffy in P2, he'll probably be happy with that, surely. Lambo in P3, Josh in P4, Golden in 5th. He started on P1, but I think due to the mistake of him going on those ultra softs, that probably cost him and that 6 seconds. So he might have fighted for the win, maybe. Neo in 6th, Bugatti in 7th, Halleck in 8th, Leon in 9th, and Future. The battle for the points goes to him due to the fact he got less penalties than Matt and Tom. And then your non-finishers then. Jerome, CT Brain, Frisky, Ickelblocks, Lawmans and Francis. Francis and Lawmans retired at the start of the Grand Prix there. So not the best of races for them, but the man of the hour is definitely going to Blizzard. But I wonder who will be driver of the day, because there's a lot of contenders here. We've seen a lot of people gain positions. Lambo started from P11 and is up into P3, so he's had a good Grand Prix.
Yeah, he was very strong at the start. He made, I think, 7 places in the early stages. That sort of set him up for the rest there. So yeah, really well deserved actually. Yeah.
Well deserved from him, and also Bugatti from P13, and pretty much Blizzard started from 4, so he controlled that quite nicely there. So yeah, quite intense ILR1. I wonder if it's going to be the same for ILR2. I really hope it does, because obviously we've seen some good battles there. I wonder if it's going to be closer than ILR1. Usually I've seen battles closer in ILR2 than ILR1, but could tonight be tonight?
ILR2 usually chaos actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll just have to find out soon.
Yeah,
gaming incoming. Now I think we won't have time for interviews because obviously Owen has got to get his stream set up for ILR2, so we don't want to waste time on that, because otherwise he's gonna panic and stuff. So speaking of ILR2, make sure you tune into ILR2. It's a must. You must tune in, otherwise we'll hunt you down. And there's always some good racing anyway. And one reason to tune in, Owen's commentating again with Soup. So yeah. Make sure you tune in. It'll be a great race. I'll definitely be tuned in. So hopefully you'll be tuned in. But ILR1, I think Ginger, Andy and Mark will be back next week. So normal broadcasting will be then. But until now, we will see you next time. But we'll see you in about 10 minutes time for ILR2. So thank you for watching, and it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Aaron. So bye.
See you in 10.